All right, let's see what we got. Miracle came out. So that card when I first started shuffling. We've got integration coming out in reverse, and then perception coming out in reverse. So right off the bat, I feel like Spirit is sending all of us a message that there's something that we've been wanting for a very long time. There's something, a dream, an unimaginable dream that we've been wanting to attain. Like we don't know how expansive it is, and it's actually happening in real time. At the moment, there's a little difficulty with integrating it into the reality, and it has to do with the perception. It has to do with our perception on the situation. We may really be feeling the pressures of the timelines being manipulated and stretched and fit to create this miracle here that has been destined to happen. And so we're somewhat fighting against it because it is challenging our perceptions, you know, what we look at to base our realities off of here. So let's do the oracle energies. You know what, before I do that, I'm gonna read each little verbiage at the bottom. So for miracle 33, and then this is all in the 30s. All three of these cards, it's 33, 30, and 35. So excuse me, 33 may be significant, the number 3 may be significant, 6, 3, and I'm also seeing the number 8 here, so any of those. So for miracle 33, the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. So I feel like Spirit is letting us know that just relax, because any and everything is possible. Because I say it is so, because it is so. Stop trying to control every single aspect of your life here. So integration says the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. I'm going to read that again. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. So right now, I feel like a lot of people within this collective here that I read for, they are coming into some type of acceptance about all parts of themselves, just being really honest with yourself about who you are at your core, has really lightened the load as far as personal judgments passed on yourself. So by doing that, we've been spending a lot more time focusing inward and not really worried about things that we can't control, things that are beyond our control here. And let's move on to perception. So the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Ashe. So like I was saying, what is being challenged here as we move into a more, a stronger phase, a deeper phase of self-acceptance. Our perception is also being challenged. Our perceptions are also being challenged because what do we base our perceptions off of? We base them off of prior information that we have gathered about situations, people, places, and things, and we use them to kind of understand what's really happening moment to moment. So your perception is going to have take a huge shift. There'll be more confidence, but then there'll be a want or a yearning to go back to that old paradigm of feeling like you're not good enough or you're not worthy here. So strong energies at play. I just heard Jupiter, and first I heard Pluto, and then I heard Jupiter. So I vaguely know what's going on with the planets right now, but for some reason, for me, those are the two that are having some sort of strong influence on us currently. So I'm gonna pull some cards from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. What is this miracle about? What is this miracle pertaining to? That looks like Grammy. You hear me? So the miracle has to do with great big love. The miracle has to do with great big love. I say that was the, I'm just, Spirit just be doing some funny stuff. We're gonna go into the book, but yes, the great big love is above all else, self-love, loving yourself the way that God loves you. I don't know what type of God you serve or if you serve a God, but the God that I serve loves me so, so, so very much. And I'm grateful. All right. Integration, God, it is what it is. And perception, God, earth magic. Whoa. Okay, let's bring it back. So integration, it is what it is. Miracle is clarified by great big love. So let's do great big love. It says love without conditions, romantic love and how that experience changes you, deep and profound, harmonious connections, soulmates. So that self-love and that love that you give to yourself, that comes straight from source, comes straight from God, is so pure. And instead of being harsh and rude and abrasive, it's very gentle, it's understanding, it's always optimistic, and always wants the best. And that love also can come from another individual, but if you don't cultivate that within yourself first, then you can never recognize it coming from an outside source, because you haven't allowed yourself to have that much of a love, or have that great of a love for yourself. So the miracle just may be that you are really stepping into loving yourself for the first time in your life, and that is your great big love. Or for some of you, 33%. Ooh, 33% of you guys, this is a love now coming into fruition because you have done the work, the self-love work. And I'm holding my hands on my heart because this is so sweet. So we're gonna continue. Love heals all wounds, begins all life. It sustains you when you are starving for grace, when you stumble and fall, and when you lose sight of your purpose and fall prey to the limited perspective of the ego. Now is the time to fall in love and call in the awareness of the great big love that made you, which is ever pulsing through your veins. There's a heightened sense of awareness in the beginning stages of a relationship when nothing else matters but who is in front of you. You see them, you see yourself in them, and you move in sync with the cadence of your hearts. That is so sweet. You surrender to the magic you share and engage in a harmonious dance that is seamless and in its movements, rising and falling with each moment, each breath. Although this card may portend such an intimate connection, you don't have to wait for a partner to experience it. What did I tell you? You're being invited now to explore love in all its beauty. Can you love without conditions, without needing things to be perfect? Do you love your life, what you do, and how you contribute to the world? Today, invite love with a capital L into your inquiry. You will be amazed, and your very question may be changed as a result. Love is the strength you need today, the lens you must look through to find the truth and your way. Love is the way and the only answer. Ashe. Ooh, 8 coming out again, 6 coming out again, and we got a 1. Let's go to 6. Key concepts for it is what it is. Radical acceptance, engaging life on life's terms, observing circumstances and taking them at face value, recognizing and releasing resistance and denial. Okay, so I feel like we are in this space. I just heard a portal. We are in a portal right now where we are being challenged and asked at the same time to fully let go, completely surrender to the process and to this wave of reality that is coming in right now. If you think of it as a wave, you know, things that are in the water that are floating when the wave passes.
I didn't find a device named Lights.
It's not so much that things are destroyed, but they're moved around, right? Because reality is like a wave more so than a hard concrete substrate. All right, that was a little deep. What happens when you look at the world? Can you see it exactly as it is, or only as you assume it to be? A door closing isn't an invitation to take a battering ram to it. What if there were another door to lead you to your destiny? If you can release your attachment to getting what you want, you'll be surprised by how much energy you have for more important things. Liberated from the burden of yearning, you'll have access to what is best for all. Can you try not to accept things as they are and shift your focus and attention until that other door opens for you? Radically accept life on life's terms. When you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire, more of the world becomes available to you. When you are no longer in denial about what is in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes with respect to yourself, your attitude, and your choices. The irony is that real transformation can happen once you surrender to the idea that things are exactly as they are meant to be. If you step back with clarity and acceptance, you will realize that life is offering you something magical. Even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, you will discover treasure beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. Keep this prayer in mind. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Ashe. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Ashe. So the integration is happening. The miracle has occurred. This love is the catalyst. Integration is happening. And now we're going to see what's good with perception. So grounding is going to be very important during this phase, because I feel like this is a lot of mental exercise here. So this is earth magic. Key concepts: being grounded in nature, the quiet, dark place where all things begin, where essence is first ignited before manifestation, knowing you are a part of the earth and she is part of you. Ashe. Beautiful card. Earth magic speaks to the intrinsic relationship that you and all living things have with the consciousness of the earth, also known as Gaia. Imagine the oak tree that begins its journey as an acorn, gathering the life force energy it needs from the earth so it can sprout up from the ground. Because you are part of nature, you follow the same cycle of manifestation. Everything you are, your evolution, and the successful manifestation of your dreams begin below the surface of consciousness until an idea comes, conviction takes hold, and something meaningful can be planted. Be solid for a moment. Quiet your thoughts and imagine anchoring your energy to the sacred quality of being part of this living earth. Do this mindfully to connect to this divine intelligence with the power to create the perfect form for the essence of a tiny spark of life. Indeed, this is miraculous. The message now is to trust that the seeds you've planted in your field of dreams are in good hands. The earth is a conscious, divine source of love that is doing its part on your behalf. Slow down, take in the beauty of your life now, and trust that what you are intending is being nourished and is growing. Ashe. There will be plenty of time later to tend to your garden, to water it and to weed it. Great magic is germinating underground. working its way to the surface to deliver more blessings than you could ever imagine. Let it. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. Okay, I want to clarify with the Radiant Wise. That is, I gotta break these cards in. They're so big for my hands. I'm gonna move the rest of this deck out the way. Okay, this is stuck. Tantric journey, come. You know what? I'm not playing with spirit. Some of y'all been engaging in some tantra and ain't realize it. That's how y'all really was shifting y'all timelines. Okay. I'm not playing with y'all. Now I don't want to come up. I love the way those cards feel. All right. Ace of Swords. Okay. Oh, Spirit, what is it about this miracle, this great big love? Why is it a miracle? Why is this miracle occurring right now? Why is this great big love miracle occurring right now for the collective, Spirit? Thank you. Because we put in the work. That's why. It's the reward. It's the 9 of Cups. It's the 10 of Cups. It's the 9 of Pentacles. It's the 10 of Pentacles.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay, hi guys. I just want you to know to go subscribe to my channel. The name is Charlie7. I post dances on there. I just posted one. So if you don't go subscribe there, you have made a bad life decision.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like, we've been here for a long time, right, collective? Just, you know, finding every reason and every excuse to be a martyr. Because we've been juggling what we truly desire. Do we want to feel tethered and obligated to people, or are we going to, you know, be in control of our emotional body? And really do what it is we need to do. This Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is very intuitive. She knows what's up. She knows how to utilize her essence and who she is in order to gain insight, intelligence, assistance. She's also very commanding with her energy. And you have to be a Queen of Wands and just know that everything is going to work out in your favor when you do experience this integration. Yeah, there's a very fast pace. There's a back and forth between knowing that things take time to grow and mature and wanting things to happen super, super fast. So the only way to balance these energies out is to sit in your power. Sit in your power, remain in your power. Buy some flowers, buy some sunflowers. Oh, they're showing me your core here. So what is that? I don't know. The yellow one. Y'all know which one it is. Let me know in the comments. It's not important. They're just showing me this area of the body. So working on your core is beneficial at this time. And what about this perception and this earth magic? What is it about this perception and earth magic that you want us to know about, Spirit? Something almost jumped out. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, a lot of us are very cynical right now, very tactless, are very snappy, are thinking of just ways to inflict emotional pain, right? So get out in nature. Staying inside your head is creating this Queen of Cups in reverse here. Yeah, the urge is really strong to just let your thoughts run away with your emotions. Take your emotions with them. You and a counterpart could both be going through this at the same time. Here with the King and Queen of Cups both in reverse, with the Strength in reverse in between the both of you here. This could also have something to do with your union here. For those of you who are manifesting that great big love with someone else. You both could be earth signs here with earth magic. Something about the perception. Let me see what's at the bottom. Yeah, not wanting to lose this connection, but not finding the strength to make the choice to choose one another. Yeah, so what is it about this perception? We got the Queen of Cups coming out. There could be a great deal of concern about money. Financial stability. What's this Queen of Cups here? Queen of Pentacles, I'm sorry. The Magician. Yeah, there's a strong need to, or a desire, not a need, a strong desire for there to be financial stability. There's a choice being made here. I had overheart choice. What's this perception about? What is this perception about? What's the perception that's being worked on? Through this miracle of integration. Oh, healing the heart and the storyteller. So the perception has to do with the story of love that we have in our hearts. This is rewriting a love story. Because I feel like a lot of us come into adulthood with this love story in our minds, and some of us more than others, depending on what you were exposed to growing up and experienced in your young adulthood, may have a pretty toxic, dysfunctional love story in your mind. And this affects the way you perceive love, who you fall in love with, why you fall in love, when. So I want to look at these cards in the book. Healing the heart. Healing, making amends, the willingness to release past pain, being responsible and accountable, taking time to get healthy, renewal and rebirth after suffering. When you are wounded emotionally, you need time to regroup and find your center. You may have recently endured a breakup or betrayal, lost someone close to you, or lost an affiliation that you gave too much power to. Perhaps you're watching someone go through a difficult time and feel bad that you can't help them. Maybe you're still not over a past disagreement. No matter the cause of this heartache, deep healing is called for. This happens on its own timetable and can never be rushed. The path to healing the heart centers on reciprocity, the flow of giving and receiving. Sometimes wounding occurs because we become too dependent on another, and this is accompanied by the desire to manipulate or control an outcome. Ashe. Both wounding and healing usually begin within, not from the outer conditions of our lives. We often believe that we can be wounded only by others, but we do more damage to ourselves in the self-sabotaging way we think and behave. It is important to take steps to heal yourself and become willing to release the pain of the past, which can be tempting to revisit. It's time to take responsibility for your part in this healing journey. Look for ways you can help yourself and others. Are you willing to make amends if needed, or conversely accept someone where they are without trying to influence their growth process? Healing the heart in all aspects is your priority now. Nothing else matters. Only beauty and goodness will come as the result. So that's healing the heart. And we're going to go to the storyteller. Identity, positive self-identification, teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are. Come through. Come on. Come on. Do you know the story you tell to others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents and a story unique to you and your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in the way you weave together these threads of yourself in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then it's time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. Perhaps you are too self-depreciating or apologetic about how you shine, minimizing your power so others will accept you. Perhaps the way you voice your expectations diminishes your ability to succeed, or you are too willing to tolerate a less than supportive environment. It's easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behavior towards you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. What if you could connect to your true power as a co-creator of your reality? The story originates in your mind. Perception. Perception. I can't even pick up the card. Perception. What if you could connect? The story originates in your mind, how you think, your conditioning and past experiences, how you view the world and what you expect to see in it. The truth is you have everything you need to tell a new tale and weave more blessings into the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practicing speaking up your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon the outer world will tell the same story back to you. Boom, I just got a download. All right. So this is how this is what Spirit is letting us know. In order to get out of this inability to show love and affection to your divine counterpart, in order to be able to co-create this material abundance with your counterpart, in order to manifest this union here with your counterpart, the divine wants you to get out in earth while speaking positivity into your life and your situation. And this is all aspects. This doesn't necessarily have to be about love, but yeah, it is all about love. And you can take this and apply it to yourself if you're single as well, because this is an inability to balance your own masculine and feminine energy into true self-love and perception. Healing your heart chakra here. Making the choice to collect your physical, tangible abundance. Manifest that true, loving companionship with yourself and God. Get out on earth. And wow. I'm like blown away. This was really beautiful. So until next time, I will catch y'all later.